Free. This is copyright free. Yeah. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the March Madness episode. My name's Trenton Richardson. That's Ryan. Tell everybody what's up, Ryan.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
All right. Well, this is our special March Madness episode. I decided to start it off wild as heck. So that gives us a little energy going into the tourney. I'm excited. Are you excited for March Madness?
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait, especially since we didn't have it last year.
Yeah, especially since all three of the teams that, you pull for the two and then I pull for two, Clemson and Arkansas, and you pull for Clemson. Those three.
All in there, yeah.
So that's a rare time when all three of us are participating in the same postseason tournament.
Usually
Clemson and Oklahoma, but this year, good for all three of our schools. But not getting into that yet. We'll get into that later. But listen, we had some championship games this past weekend. I want to cover that real fast. We're going to do a lot of more breakdowny stuff on Friday's episode, but I want to get at least y'all updated to kind of where we stand going into the tournament. Not going to be a long episode today. We're just going to do some quick preview stuff. So Oregon State beat Colorado in the Pac-12 championship. Absolutely shocking. Preseason polls had Oregon State finishing dead last in the conference. Georgia Tech beat Florida State. Absolutely shocking. Even though Georgia Tech had a bunch of games canceled to get where they were.
You think they should have an asterisk next to their name?
Absolutely not. They beat Florida State, who should have whooped their ass. That's just my personal opinion.
They didn't beat Duke.
Who? Georgia Tech?
Yeah, they were scheduled to play Duke.
No, that's Duke's fault. That's that walk-on's fault. You can't help that.
COVID. What about Virginia? Like, Virginia got canceled too.
COVID.
Like, if Virginia and Duke don't get
blame
Georgia Tech win the title, though.
I think this whole season probably has an asterisk on it, if you ask me.
Yes.
Because there's not as many non-conference games. We could get into that tomorrow. We're not debating this kind of stuff. Right? That's for Wednesday. All right. Texas held off Cade Cunningham. I was surprised because the markets were heavily favoring Oklahoma State. So you kind of knew, because everybody I talked to on Saturday were like, yeah, Texas is going to get the crap out of them. They're going to stink. Okay, Cunningham's going to dominate. That's what made me think. I was like, oh, crap, Texas is going to win this game in it.
Texas.
That's what I was thinking.
They feel disrespected.
Yeah, Texas probably was like, yo, like, chill out. We can do this.
Yeah.
Georgia
conference championship in basketball.
It's what?
It was Texas's first conference championship.
One sports school alert. Boom, 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 boom.
They're definitely
wow. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. Fun fact.
That's just unbelievable. I just blow my.
That kind of makes sense.
You think they'd sneak one in there? Apparently not. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Georgetown and the Patrick Fighting Ewings. I think it was just some of those teams get hot and go on runs. That's what this was.
That was a huge upset. Georgetown beating Creighton. Like, that was.
I mean, Georgetown.
Traditionally, they're good.
Yeah, this year they were not. I think they had an even record or something like that. I could be wrong about their record.
They have bounced over 500 with the win over Creighton in the championship.
What were they, 14-14, right, going into it or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
But, yeah, they're not good. But, hey, I guess it doesn't matter how you start, matter how you finish. And they really finished well. They had a lot of transfers. But like Patrick said, he was in his building. It was a house that he built. So, I guess.
They stopped them, but yeah, whatever.
All right, Bama versus LSU. Bama won 80-79. Did you see Nate Oates, the head coach for Alabama?
No.
Get the F out of our building.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they hate each other. So I was listening to a sports podcast today, and they were talking about, the SEC, and they made a good point that Eric Musselman, Nate Oates, and Will Wade all hate each other's guts. Kind of like the Arkansas rival, Arkansas, Alabama, LSU kind of basketball thing we've got going on right now. Kind of like a three in the conference. that are kind of the power in the conference right now.
I
And
was really hoping LSU would beat Bama. I'm tired
I
of Bama
hope
winning
Arkansas would
everything.
beat LSU.
I mean, that too, but can't win them all.
I texted Ryan. Which one game did I text you? Was it LSU or was it Missouri?
I think it's LSU.
And I asked you watching the game. No, it was Missouri because it was close. I didn't text
Okay.
LSU. They were playing at the wedding. So on Friday we had the rehearsal dinner, and then Saturday we had the wedding. But for the most part, yeah, I had to text you about it because I was like, "Yo, you watching Arkansas?" He was like, "No, I'm watching North Carolina and Florida State." Like Arkansas was in the last minute, tight game, and Ryan's watching a game that started like 3 minutes ago. So it was
Watching
like
all the games, you know.
7. I'm watching the one team that I pulled for. I watched Oklahoma play Oklahoma State twice, and you don't watch the Hogs one time.
I watched the Hawks a couple times.
Arkansas is a fun team in basketball. I don't know if you knew that or not.
No, yeah, I watched them a couple times. A couple.
Whatever. Ohio State versus Illinois, Big Ten championship game. Illinois, what a roll they are on.
Fun. They're a fun team to watch.
And lucky for them, they had the easier route, in my opinion. Ohio State had to knock off Michigan, which good for Ohio State. I was happy that they were able to do that. I think Michigan. One thing we need to talk about, Michigan and Baylor. I'm a little worried about Michigan and Baylor.
Yeah, Baylor's lost some people. Or yeah, Michigan,
Michigan or
yeah.
Baylor? Or both
Yeah,
of them.
Michigan
Oh,
lost.
Michigan's lost some people. Yeah.
Yeah,
That one dude has like a busted leg or something like that. So he's out for the
yeah. I
tournament.
think Michigan's gonna struggle hard.
So actually, you'll see in my tournament bracket that they don't get very far. Houston versus Cincy. What is that score? 91-54?
Houston won.
Good for them, I guess. Scumbag school, but they got the
Conference championship.
So whatever. All right. That was your kind of quick championship tourney thing. We're gonna go through the main March Madness tournament now.
The actual bracket.
I'm gonna go through the whole tournament. I'm gonna read them off real fast, real quick. So get ready for a bullet round of stuff here. For Thursday, we got number 16 Texas Southern taking on number 16 Mount St. Mary's. Whew. On Thursday, this is all Thursday games. I'm just
round of 16.
got number 16 Appalachian State versus Norfolk State, and then number 11 Michigan State versus number 11 UCLA. What a game that's going to be. Then number 11 Wichita State versus number 11 Drake. So those are all your quick fix them up our games. So the first round, I believe that this starts on Friday. So in the first round, we're going to start with the South. Number 1 Baylor takes on number 16 Hartford. Number 8 North Carolina takes on number 9 Wisconsin. Number 5 Villanova takes on number 17 Winthrop. Number 4 Purdue takes on number 13 North Texas. Number 6 Texas Tech takes on number 11 Utah State. Oh my God, this might be too much. Number 3 Arkansas takes on 14 Colgate. Maybe I guess it kind of matters what the higher seed is. Number 7 Florida takes on number 10 Virginia Tech. Number 2 Ohio State takes on number 15 Oral.
I do want to say before we move on, Winthrop, which is a South Carolina team, has one loss. One loss. All season. They are 23-1. I did not realize that until I look at the bracket. I thought it was a typo from ESPN. They are 23-1. They've only lost one game all season.
How are they so good? 17-1 in conference, 23-1 overall. Oh my God. I thought when you texted me today, I thought you were talking about football. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. Basketball.
I'm going to have to redo my bracket. Frick.
Yeah. Like.
They might. Who are they playing? I guess who are they playing?
Villanova.
They're gonna mess up Villanova. I need to fix that. I'm not. I am. They're gonna mess up Villanova. Villanova's apparently got a lot of players hurt.
Oh, really?
They're really injured. They're gonna mess Villanova up. Oh crap.
Yeah, I think Winthrop's gonna be our Cinderella.
Frick, dude. All right, Midwest region. I don't think they're Cinderella. They're probably a dominant force. Sheesh. 23-1. What?
23-1.
That's crazy. Midwest region, Illinois. versus Drexel, Loyola, Chicago versus Georgia Tech, Tennessee versus Oregon State, Oklahoma State versus Liberty, Abijah,
Yeah. Shout out.
um, San Diego State versus Syracuse, West Virginia versus Morehead State, Rutgers versus Clemson. What do you think about that?
I think Clemson's got a shot.
I think I picked Rutgers to win. I have no faith in Clemson.
I think Rutgers is a decent enough team for Clemson to scrape by as they always do against decent teams. But I think this is the only game Clemson wins.
And number 2, Houston versus number 15, Cleveland State. All right, East Region, Michigan versus Mount St. Mary's or Texas Southern, LSU versus St. Bonaventure. I have that as an upset. Colorado versus Georgetown also have that as an upset. Florida State versus Greensboro, BYU versus Michigan State or UCLA. That'll probably be an upset.
That'd be a good one.
Texas versus Abilene Christian, UConn versus Maryland, and Alabama versus Iona. The Fighting Rick Pitino's. All right, and Gonzaga versus Norfolk State or Appalachian State, Oklahoma versus Mizzou, Creighton versus UC Santa Barbara, Virginia versus Ohio, USC versus Wichita State or Drake. USC better pray to God that Wichita State doesn't win, and they better pray that Drake wins.
Yeah,
because I think Drake would just lose, like get blown out. But
Wichita, I think Wichita State's good.
Yeah. Kansas versus Eastern Washington, Oregon versus VCU, and Iowa versus Grand Canyon University. Those are your tournament teams, people.
That's the team. That's the
setup. All right, I'm gonna go through my bracket now.
Go for it.
And I'm gonna have to do some live editing to it because something happened that I didn't expect to happen.
So,
I got Gonzaga beating whoever they play. Oklahoma beating Missouri. USC beating Creighton. I have University of California, Santa Barbara beating Creighton. There's one of the upset I picked. Virginia beating Ohio. USC versus beating USC beating Wichita or Drake. Kansas beating Eastern Washington. Oregon beating VCU. Iowa winning. Michigan winning. I got St. Bonaventure over LSU. The first real upset of the tourney. I got Georgetown over Colorado. Florida State winning. BYU. Actually, I'm going to switch that, and I'm going to put Michigan State versus UCLA. So BYU losing to either Michigan State or UCLA. I just think those teams probably are really sneaky.
Yeah.
Texas winning. Maryland. I got Maryland over UConn. That might be stupid. I don't know anything about Maryland. I just kind of gut checked. I'm switching it to UConn, so I got UConn over Maryland. Alabama over Iona. I got Baylor winning. I got North Carolina over Wisconsin. That's gonna be a good game.
That's gonna be a great game.
I got Winthrop over Villanova. I got Purdue winning. Texas Tech winning. I got the Hogs winning and a tough one against Colgate. I got Florida over Virginia Tech. Ohio State winning. Illinois winning. Georgia Tech winning. Tennessee winning. Oklahoma State beating Liberty. Syracuse over San Diego State. So 11 over 6 there. That might be recency bias, but that's just what I think about that game. I got West Virginia winning. I got Rutgers beating Clemson. I might change that. I haven't decided. I don't know. I don't have any faith in Clemson. We'll see though.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to move over to Sweet 16. I got Gonzaga over Oklahoma. No comment?
Makes sense.
I got Virginia over UCSB. I got USC beating Kansas. That would be a 6 over a 3. Kansas, down year, not that talked about, still 3 seed. Casual.
I think Kansas a little bit. I think Kansas is going to come back with vengeance since they got booted from the Big 12 tournament. I think they got a little chip on their shoulder.
I got Iowa over Oregon. Michigan beating St. Bonaventure. Florida State over Georgetown. I picked Texas over Michigan State or UCLA. Who do you think's going to win that game? Michigan State or UCLA? I think Michigan State's going to win.
I think Michigan State too, yeah.
I got Alabama beating UConn, Baylor beating North Carolina. That one could be close. I got Purdue beating Winthrop, Arkansas beating Texas Tech, Ohio State beating Florida. I got Illinois beating Georgia Tech, Oklahoma State beating Tennessee, West Virginia beating Syracuse, and Houston beating Clemson. All
Change
right.
it.
Yeah, in the Sweet 16, I got Gonzaga beating Virginia, USC beating Iowa. So that would be a 6/2. Then I got Florida State beating Michigan. So there's your first 4 seed to fall, 1 seed to fall. Then I got Texas beating Alabama. Possible.
Possible.
I got Purdue beating Baylor.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
You're high on Purdue?
No, but I'm low on Baylor. Does that make any sense? That's just kind of the way I'm looking at things right now. We'll see though. I still have a couple days to change it, but this is kind of what I'm thinking right now. I got Arkansas over Ohio State. Ooh. I think people are sleeping on the Hogs, especially after losing to LSU.
Yeah.
I think that's what they needed. I have Oklahoma State being Illinois, even though my heart tells me, my brain tells me Illinois, but my heart tells me Oklahoma State. So that's a tough game. That's going to be a great basketball game.
It's going to be a good one. A lot of orange.
Yeah, a lot of orange, a lot of orange. True. West Virginia versus Houston. I got West Virginia winning. All right, Elite Eight. I got Gonzaga beating USC. I got Florida State beating Texas. I got Arkansas beating Purdue. And Oklahoma State beating West Virginia.
Yep.
And the Final Four, I got Gonzaga beating Florida State, and I have Oklahoma State beating Arkansas.
Really? I would not have gone that way. I think Arkansas is better than Oklahoma State because Oklahoma State is
They
just
played before.
Cunningham.
They played at Arkansas. They played at Oklahoma State, and they beat us by like 3. Obviously, this be on a neutral court, so that would affect it. But.
Well, I don't know. I feel like Oklahoma State's just one player, and if you can find a way to shut down that one player, it's an easy game.
All right, in the championship game, I got Gonzaga versus OK State. I got Gonzaga winning 103-89.
All right.
Yeah.
That would be pretty interesting to see.
I just think it's just hard for me to see in a world. But that's just what I think right now, I don't know.
Yeah.
But go ahead and give me your bracket, Ryan.
All right. So I went back and I'm still kind of going back and forth on a couple teams, especially one in the Final Four. But in the round of 64, I have Gonzaga beating Norfolk State or Appalachian State, whichever they play. Oklahoma beating Missouri. Creighton beating UCSB. Virginia beating Ohio. I think Wichita State's going to beat Drake, and I think they're going to beat USC. Kansas over Eastern Washington, Oregon over VCU, Iowa over Grand Canyon, Michigan against whoever the heck they play, LSU over St. Bonaventure. I think Georgetown's going to beat Colorado. Florida State's going to beat Greensboro. I think Michigan State's going to beat UCLA, and I think they're going to beat BYU in the round of 64.
Okay.
I have Texas over Albion Christian. I have Maryland over UConn.
Yes, I had that too.
Yeah, Maryland looked pretty good in the Big Ten, and UConn just hasn't done for me. Bama over Iona. Moving on to the Midwest. Houston beats Cleveland State. I have Clemson over Rutgers. It might be a little biased, but whatever. West Virginia over Morehead State, Syracuse over San Diego State, Oklahoma State over Liberty, Tennessee over Oregon State, Georgia Tech over Loyola Chicago, Illinois over Drexel, Baylor over Hartford, North Carolina over Wisconsin, Winthrop over Villanova, Purdue over North Texas, Utah State over Texas Tech.
Really?
Big upsets, yeah. Winthrop and Utah State are my big upsets, really. Arkansas over Colgate, Virginia Tech over Florida, and Ohio State over Oral Roberts.
Okay. Are we doing the round of 32 now?
Yeah. I have Gonzaga beating Oklahoma, unfortunately. Virginia beating Creighton. Kansas beating Wichita State. Iowa beating Oregon.
Okay.
Michigan beating LSU, Florida State beating Georgetown, Texas beating Michigan State, Bama beating Maryland. I have Houston beating Clemson in a close one. West Virginia beating Syracuse. Oklahoma State over Tennessee. Illinois over Georgia Tech. Ohio State over Virginia Tech. Arkansas over Utah State. Purdue to beat Winthrop, and then Baylor to beat North Carolina.
All right, Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. All right. I think Gonzaga is going to beat Virginia. Kansas to beat Iowa. Florida State to beat Michigan. Bama to beat Texas. West Virginia to beat Houston. Illinois to beat Oklahoma State. Arkansas to beat Ohio State. And then Baylor to beat Purdue.
Okay.
For the Elite Eight, I have, let's see. I have a bit of an upset here. Kansas beating Gonzaga.
Okay.
I'm a little high on Kansas right now. I think they're motivated. I think they're peaking at the right time. So Kansas over Zags. Let's see. Bama over Florida State. Illinois over West Virginia. And then Baylor over Arkansas.
Hey, I'll be happy if we made it to Elite Eight. That'd be wild.
That'd be awesome. For the Final Four, I actually have Kansas beating Bama to make it to the national championship game.
Wow.
And then the game that I'm really torn about is Baylor versus Illinois. I'm really high on
Illinois. They're the hotter team right now, but you never know who goes gets hot in the tournament now. That's an unknown thing.
For a while, I was just picking Baylor because they've just done so well. But after watching Illinois play in the Big Ten championship game, just in the conference championships, they just looked great in those, dire situations. You must win or whatever. They look great. So I'm picking Illinois over Baylor. And then in the national championship, I have Illinois winning 85-81.
Wow. That's crazy.
The Fighting Illini.
The Fighting Illini from Illinois.
I think they can do it.
Well, they definitely can. They're one of the ones who can.
Yeah, I'm still kind of switching back and forth between Illinois and Baylor. I think whoever wins that game wins the championship, but it's too close.
All right, so those are our official brackets. We'll let y'all know by Wednesday. It doesn't start till Thursday.
Yeah.
So on Friday, we'll probably let y'all know if anything changes. And Ryan, I have a challenge for you.
All right.
I want you to make a Oklahoma or Clemson, it doesn't matter, bracket the way they win. So I already have an Arkansas one. I don't know if you can see, but there they are. I have an Arkansas bracket where they completely win the whole thing. You never know what might happen. So
I'll think about it. Yeah,
we'll share that on Friday.
I don't think Clemson has. Even in their wildest dream, has a shot. I think I'll do Oklahoma one. I think Oklahoma has a better shot.
Go. Well, I didn't want it to be a long episode. I thought we just needed to cover the basics, cover the tournament, at least have something on it before it starts. So here it is. Ba-da-da-bum-bum-bum, dun-dun. Ryan, any last words?
Nope. I'm just excited for March Madness, and hopefully our brackets are accurate.
It's about to be madness.
Truly madness.
Madness. I can't even get the video to start. There we go. Nice stick. All right, dance, Ryan. Oh, yeah. All right, we'll see y'all. This will be releasing soon. You won't know because how this releases. So I'll holler at y'all soon. Episode coming out Friday. Look out for that one. Woo pig. Woo pig. Go Sooners. Go Tigers. Let's go. March Madness starts next. Boom!